Yes. Look at us.
Hello.
Here we are. Just about all of us. Ah, ah,
Uh,
there we go. All right, all of us. Hey, ba ba da ba 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 da 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 da
Hey.
da 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 da. All right.
Bing, 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 bing.
Yes. Welcome to episode 2 of Hunter's Moon. This is a playtest for Spliced, an occult TTRPG created by me. And playtested by these absolutely lovely people who I'm so thrilled to have. You did not catch us last time. The group, and I will give you each a chance to say who you are. Actually, how about you each go through who you are before we get into what happened last time. So let's start. We'll go right to left this time. So, Amber, tell us about Claudine Gregory.
Yes, of course. Hi, everybody. I'm Amber, also known as the Space Jamber. My pronouns are they, them, but I am playing Claudine Gregory, who is a ringleader. And in this game, she's not literally a, like a ringleader, like at the circus. She's actually a suffragette who loves to fight. She just wants to fucking fight, literally, for rights of everyone everywhere. And she's not afraid to show off the shiners and the split lips to prove it. So
Oh yeah.
I'm here to fight.
Oh yeah. Okay. We stand a suffragette queen. And then Ina, please tell us about
Hi.
Barbara Yaga.
I am Ina Coffin. This is Mistra here. I am playing Barbara Yagina Basarovna Sostoyevskin, and your dad just calls her Barbara Yaga. She is a defunct heiress from some undisclosed location, and she just loves attention, money, jewels, money, and attention. And
I
also
think you said
jewels.
money. I think you said money and jewels twice. I think, did anybody else catch that? I think you said it twice.
And
I checked
attention.
And
Okay, and attention. Gotcha.
Yeah, she loves it
She's
twice as much
consistent.
as anyone else.
Of course.
And then I gotta hear about Dr. Basil Roberts.
I'm Artemis, and I am playing Dr. Basil Roberts. He is a doctor, if you couldn't guess from the honorific there. And he is in need of some money himself, which is why he is where he is right now, because he may or may not have botched a surgery or procedure or two in his past and is now looking for a way to pay off his suits and debtors or possibly just flee the country.
That malpractice lawsuit money.
Right.
Malpractice insurance went up.
Yes, the real occult horror, the American healthcare system.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
And capitalism.
Too real.
Yes.
yeah.
That's too much.
Why don't you tell us about Dr. Winnie Carrington?
Yeah, hi. I'm Lex, or Lex Blade, and I am playing Dr. Winnie Carrington. She is a kind of chemist, scientist, based in the London area. We could say she kind of verges on mad scientist a little bit, as she's become a little bit obsessed with her creations and machinations. And as we learned last session, she has a connection to the famed Jack the Ripper. So that was a big old moment that happened. But yeah, excited to jump back into Spliced.
Hell yeah. I was glad that I could include that. So,
I
and
squealed.
let's hear about Matthias Blackwood.
Well, hi, hey, hello, everybody. I do not have my hat today, but as always is your favorite neighborhood TTRPG Wombat, Dapper Wombat, and I am here today playing Matthias Blackwood. Now, most people, I suppose, would call him a hired gun, but he prefers the more delicate term of an accountant.
Yes.
Math does kill me.
Math does indeed kill.
It has a body count.
Because
Because
a body count.
you gotta
And the
count
bill
the
always
body.
comes exactly, and the bill always comes due.
Yes.
The problems are multiplying.
And you can't get away from tax evasion.
It's true.
I got problems, they're multiplying. Sorry.
It's like Pikmin
And,
is trying to divide us. So
Well,
That just means we gotta band together and add up before he subtracts us all. Multiply our forces.
math pun.
well, the last that we had left off, yes, all of you had arrived at the estate, the rather large castle of Lord Pikmin. The eccentric, to say the least, bit of European nobility, who something goes wrong. Appreciate you, Richter. I'll make sure something goes wrong.
Hey,
Oh no.
Richter.
First off, how dare? Secondly, how dare you?
That's so bad.
Will it go away for a puppy?
What about
You don't want to
two
see-
puppies?
What if I hold up 2 puppies?
What about 3 puppies?
Oh, I can get Brownie. We could have 4. I'll have a very full lab. No, Brownie won't dissuade you at all.
No.
She's like,
Your
Uh,
pupper cannot.
Something going wrong would be me picking up Brownie and her attacking me. So,
better you than us.
anyway,
I mean, I love you.
arriving at the castle, he very quickly informed you all that he's going to hunt you for sport, expecting that you will tear each other apart as much as he's trying to hunt you down. Though, subverting that, you teamed up. You evaded first the terrible Spring Heel Jack, made it through a couple trap-filled rooms, learned a bit of information, including a sign of the tower and of the moon, and then, of course, finally evading a trap, slammed headfirst into Spring Heel Jack, who transformed into his true self as Jack the Ripper, a part man, part bat. Now, as you are making your escape, you can see that there is a large room ahead of you that filled with this almost Knight of the Round Table-esque central space, flanked by several chairs. But coming from behind you, down that same hallway in which you fought Jack the Ripper, see at the very edge this plant-like hand covered in thorns and root and rock, ripping around the corner, pulling its head forward. The figure is at first a mottled mix of greens and browns, the stony, like dark shale of rock. You see vaguely a terrific mound of vegetation pulling with these long vine-like tendril arms, each ending in a almost humanoid hand that starts to pull its way. It seems to have very little in terms of locomotion beyond literally grabbing the edges of the hallway and pulling itself closer and closer. It's still quite a ways from you, about a little over 150 feet, but it does appear to be getting closer. At this distance, you can see 2 mottled bits of light in the center of the mass of this. They are this orangey red, glowing softly like burning embers, resembling eyes, or even resembling the hunter's moon overhead. And as you behold it, I'd actually like all of you to please make a fortitude.
Okay,
First
fortitude.
roll of the day.
I'm sorry. Since it's been a while, I had a lot of stuff happen. How do
Yes.
we roll one
So,
again?
Scale checks and splice are super easy. What you're going to do is you roll a d10, and then you add the ability score that you have in that score, which for this case would be Resolve. And then you add the bonus you get for that particular skill. So if you have a bonus to Fortitude, you can add that as well.
I have a bonus to fortitude.
I got a 16.
Nothing.
Ina Coffin has escaped containment.
Oh no!
I got a 7.
Love that. Love that for you.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure that means I'm gonna get.
Well, I think we're in the same boat. I rolled a 4, so I got a 6.
Ooh.
Yeah. Great way to start off the day.
Love it. Love.
Well,
The
something
best.
is supposed to go wrong.
That's true. There you go, Lord Richter. We got you.
Yeah,
There
this-
you go.
I wasn't.
sorry.
I wasn't gonna have its like insanity-inducing eyes just yet, but Richter did have something go wrong. So
I'm sorry, I know you just explained this. I'm just having like a moment where my brain is not functioning. So you roll and then you add what you have in fortitude, if anything, to it. Do you also add your resolve modifier or no?
yes, you also add your resolve.
Okay. 13 then.
Okay, and for Barbara Yaga, unmute yourself.
11.
11. And what did we say for that everybody? Because we get Dr. Carrington?
16.
16. Okay. All of you, except for Dr. Carrington, beholding glowing eyes
Damn.
as they transfix upon you. You can feel the pull. Feel your bodies becoming stiff as you stop running away. Something about the call of it makes you want to return to the earth. Exist for all time. Part of nature. Everyone, except for Dr. Carrington, is going to lose 4 sanity.
Ooh.
What the hell?
And so we're all running, and the 4 of them stop.
Yes.
Must return.
What are we doing?
Why am I doing math?
Return back to the ground in whence we came.
I feel the need to lay in the forest and allow the moss to grow over, slowly reclaim me.
Return.
I don't even like nature.
So is she able to see the eyes, but just the effect didn't hit her, or can she
Mm.
not even see them?
You can just see this faint glowing. It looks like 2 burning little embers in this mass of just vines and roots. For the rest of you, the mound splits open like a great egg cracked in half. You see this figure begin to slowly move out. Green skin, dark hair, like pulled back roots of a tree, long all the way down, perhaps behind their knees. A beautiful, buxom woman who steps forward. Please, come to me. I will make you feel safe. I am the Shrike. Upon my heart, you will impale yourself on me.
Come to
Please.
you or come for you?
Come to me.
I do believe it's a matter of both in that instance.
You see they smile very warmly. It's all right. Now, disadvantage does not exist in this game, Richter, but I appreciate you. But it's all right. Come here. And for each of you who has already failed that first check, you can actually make a pluck check. So for this on your existing character sheets, just whatever you have in concentration under fortitude, roll that.
Okay.
Been a couple changes. We've gone through enough playtesting with Splice that we're now on 2.0. So
Hell yeah! Oh damn it!
Ooh, that's
Got it.
much better. Okay.
I got a 12.
What are we adding?
so this would be your your resolve plus whatever you have on your character sheet in concentration. But this has since been renamed a pluck check.
That's
Okay,
better.
I got a 12.
See?
A
That is a-
14.
That's a 13 for me.
Now, all of you can see this woman. There's something incredibly alluring, but also dangerous. You begin to see that as she opens her mouth, behind full lips, there are dark teeth of stone. Her hands end in long, jagged claws, root. There is a terrible, terrible danger in nature approaching you. You do not approach any closer, and Fierce is beginning to pull away of like, I do not want to get any closer. You realize that she might kill you. That being said, for Dr. Carrington, you can see that all of your allies here are in a panic state, unable to move. What would you like to do?
Oh man. Is there I'm gonna try and grab I'm gonna try and go up to Dr. Basil and just kind of like try and reason with him as much as I can. Just, Doctor, this isn't you. You're under some kind of spell. We need to crack this.
Are you quite certain? I feel as though I very much want to get to know this woman.
No, she's quite dangerous. I need your help to help free the others.
Am I still mind? Like,
I will say for this, begin to hear Dr. Carrington's words where you like couldn't even hear them speaking or even recognize that there's anyone else in here, but now seeing the slight dangers, you're like begin to become more hesitant. I will say you can actually make another fortitude check, and I'll give you a +2 to this because Dr. Carrington's speaking to you.
Come on, Doctor.
Come on. You didn't lose your degree for nothing. Let's go.
trying to do math. 12. I'm like not rolling very well today.
Is that with the +2?
Oh no, it is not. So 14.
You
Oh, hell yeah.
you kind of shake yourself off and pull away, and you can see that erupting out from the center of this like tangled root, the woman is gone. A large like bulb of roots is approaching, and it appears to be the tangled like bud of a flower ready to start opening up. For Dr. Carrington, like as you see like the others, you can see that this thing is still pulling itself on its arms closer and closer down the hallway. It's now about 100 feet away. But the central bulb that you, Carrington and Roberts, can both see is continuing to open. As for Barbara Yaga,
Yes.
this woman standing at the far end, look, I know what you want. Money, jewels. You want someone to bow at your feet. The world to bow at your feet.
Well, I mean, they should, but
There's no place that has more precious stone than in my body, for I am the earth. I can give you everything you need. Just come to me. And I'd like you to make another pluck check.
You can
So
do
again,
it.
Resolve, and then
Go.
whatever you have on concentration on the character sheet.
okay, a 13.
You can feel a battle within yourself of like, I don't know that I can trust them, but that's a pretty appealing offer.
I feel like it's more That's very tempting, but I don't want to have to do the work and get dirty myself.
Well, I would say that you can begin to pull yourself free, and as you do, you can see that her shape begins to dissipate and this flower-like bulb begins to appear. But unfortunately, you're going to lose one more sanity. Now, for Matthias,
Yep, that's me.
as you look, you can see. Yes, I can see blood you spilled. Blood to nurture my root. Nothing grows quite like the festering on dead flesh. Think of what we could grow together. You and I. Just come to me. Build such beautiful things. And this one I would like you to make a pluck check.
Okay. So what happens if I roll a 10?
Then you roll another d10 and add that to the total.
Oh,
So that's a 10. Needed that. That is an 8. Plus. That is going to be a 21 total.
Ooh.
You. Something about her words disgusts you, and you pull back immediately, reviled by what she says. You can see now the flower ready to bloom, and it is something that is hateful to look at.
Can I do something?
Yeah.
Can I pull my lighter out of my pocket and toss it at it? That's a plan.
Absolutely, you can. So what I'd like you to do, we're gonna count this as a range attack. So it'd be
Good with those.
it would be just make a handguns check.
Oh, I'm great with those.
Damn it! You already got.
That's another fucking 10.
I was gonna
Oh
make
my
a poison
God.
joke.
That's
happy
a
420.
7. Okay, so that is. Oh yeah, it is 420.
She's the
isn't
burning
it?
bush.
Jesus Christ, where did the days go? Okay, so that's 17, and then shoot here. That is gonna be plus 4. That's gonna be a 25.
Oh yeah. Well, for Claudine,
I'm good at shooting.
this woman speaks such anger within you. Treat you so horribly. We're all. Think of the power with what Mother Nature can fight all, and then you see that she stops and she opens her mouth to speak again, and this roaring flame pours out as she begins to scream, and you are shaken out of it completely as this entire plant monster is now on fire, vines thrashing in every direction. It's far enough away from you that as it thrashes out, all of you can make an evasion with a +4 to it.
Oh my god, because I was about to be like, Mother Nature, mommy? Because of my sanity losses.
Ooh, you
Don't.
said with a +4?
The +4.
Plus 4.
Yes.
Whoa.
Evasion
A 13 for Barbara.
Okay.
14.
That is gonna be a 16 for Matthias.
18 for me.
That's it.
Say in the wise words of RuPaul, her pussy is on fire. Now kiss the flames.
Okay.
17.
So,
Something's burning. What is it? Is that my pussy?
yes. All right. Now, on that note, the vines explode outward. They shower of root and rock flies as you can see that the spores immediately catch light as the flower begins to bloom. Before it can, it is still contained within itself, and the extremely flammable spores catch a light, burning away this giant plant monster to ash. As you fucking blaze it, 420! Oh! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Take it off.
I think after a while, just to make sure that it is actually like turned to ash, Matthias is gonna kind of wait for a moment, go back and grab his lighter, and kind of put it back in his coat pocket, or put it back in his waistcoat pocket. Kind of turn to the rest of you all, and you see that Matthias is kind of beforehand. His eyes were like attentive, but now you can see that they are very focused. He's kind of adjusts his shades and goes, "Well, I don't know about all of you all, but I'm particularly not one who's well adept with a green thumb. Shall we continue?"
Hey Mathis, is there any like jewels and cool stuff over on the like in the bush, in the shrubs?
If you would wish to check, that is of your own volition. I can assure you.
I mean, you're already over there getting your own shiny thing. No.
Matthias just kind of like sighs and kind of turns to see, is there anything there?
Make an investigation.
Okay.
While that happens, Claudine has kind of been was entranced by the dryad the entire time, just like like wrapped with attention with every single thing she was saying. And then when she goes up in flames, she takes a step back, startled, adjusts her little beret, and then says, well, she lit a fire in me, and then she went up in flames.
That's a 1 for my investigation. I rolled a 1.
Oh my god.
Listen, my dice are feeling swingy today.
Now, if you roll a 1, you roll another d10 and subtract that from the total.
Oh, do I? Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a 2.
Oh,
So,
that's like a. I'm pretty sure that's like a 3. That's a 3 total with the minuses.
Yeah.
He's now high.
You,
Smoke inhalation.
You look and you just see like this tangled pile of just ash and rocks. It's like, nah, there's nothing in there. You're just like,
Yeah.
Yep, not even looking.
No. Matthias is like, nah, I'm not dealing with this shit. It's like, nope, there isn't anything there. Is everybody all right?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm completely fine.
Huh?
I think I am hallucinating that Claudia is not here anymore.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hello.
Do
Does
not see
anyone-
her.
Does anyone have Alec?
Can you not hear me or see me?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Yeah, I
Let
don't
me-
see you in the video.
Okay.
Oh, I see you.
I'll be right back. Hold on. Yeah, Ashley's internet is very inconsistent here, which sucks.
That happens.
God bless Texas.
With his own
Yeehaw!
hands brought down angel from the promised land. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'm back.
Hey!
Hey.
All right, we're back. Okay. The T and the font just yeah. It's bigger in the bold. Now, bolder in the big doesn't matter. The point is, that the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. All right. So, as stand there all taking a breath from this strange thing, there is a bit where you all can kind of breathe. Because, okay, the spores that this thing was giving off, even at the far range that it was, seemed to have had some effect on your mind. Can I have everyone make an occultism?
Ooh, my special.
Yeah.
kind of good with that.
I'm gonna.
I got a
fail.
10.
Now when I roll like
My
that,
first
baby, that's a 4 total.
Ah, shit. I rolled a nat one.
I exploded.
Yeah, I was off the table.
I'm changing out this dice. I'm changing it. I'm getting a new D10.
Like it's
Apparently
it's,
this one doesn't love me anymore.
it's feast or famine. So
I rolled a 12.
okay.
It's baby's first explosion. I got a 22.
Same.
Nice.
Nice.
I got a 5 total after rolling again and subtracting that from my first roll.
Ouch.
Okay. Now, as I would say, as you all begin to catch your breath, only Barbara Yaga and Dr. Carrington recall that there is said to be a rare flower in the Amazon that gives off spores that are said to alter the mind even at such a low dose, such a great distance. Having a plant like that imported here would be expensive, delicate work. But you also recall that there is a story that it draws to mind, mentioned in Solomon's Mines and other, again, literary works popular at the time, 1899, like right nearing 1900. Lord Pickman must have an outrageous obsession with popular literary works and imposing himself as a major character. The vines have, and the ash of them have choked off that section of the hallway. You could try and spend maybe an hour clearing it all out, but it's just burned root, like huge rocks and things. Right now, the only way to go is back toward that room, the far end, where, like I said, you saw that circular table with several chairs.
Well, only one place to go, I suppose.
Yeah. This room, similarly as to how you got into the hall, this secret passageway, steps down from a painting that is set on a hinge. Swings free, allowing you to look inside. A large table, several chairs, but you can see carved onto the table. At first is not immediately noticed, but you see like small bespecklements intentionally carved. Realize the table is made with the likeness of the moon carved into the above it, a large glass dome that has at its center a single red panel of glass that is circular. The rest of the dome is clear glass, giving a view of the night sky overhead. You can see it has begun to softly rain. You can hear the little pattering of rain on the glass overhead. 2 doors at the far side of the room. And that same tinny voice echoing from somewhere. Yes, I'm very pleased to see progress. I wonder, will you wait until it is the very end to tear each other apart? Or you turn on each other? They all do it eventually. Every hunt I've had for the past century.
Matthias just kind of mutters under his breath, "This spoken like a true rich white man," and pulls out his gun and just kind of hops into the room.
Are there any of those the panels, the carved like panels that we can see in this room? The tarot?
Make a perception check. Actually, no. I want you to make a perception check. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You got this.
14.
You look around, and at first you don't see any other panels beyond the actual moon itself, but you do think for just a moment once all of you are inside and realize, oh, that's right, the painting that we just came through, and you push it back closed, and the entire painting is actually just completely unadorned, no form of like trying to couch it in any other hidden meaning. It is the Judgment card. There. See this angelic figure. I would say, everyone make an occultism check to see what you know about Judgment.
Probably nothing.
That's better. That is going to be a 14 total.
I feel like
14 for me as well.
I feel like it's
Like,
killing Amber to play a character who knows nothing about the tarot.
It is, actually. That's an 8. A fat 8.
Ooh.
20 for me.
Ooh.
Go off.
It's occultism is like the only thing she's good at. We keep rolling it.
Well, the
She's good at other things.
Judgment card, and I'll say to most of you, you can gather like the basic meanings of it. Like, it's called Judgment. It shows like an angel for, I'd say like for Dr. Carrington, this is supposed to represent the Archangel Gabriel, the actual messenger of God, like blowing his trumpet, and the people of the world rising from their graves to answer his call, whether to find out if they're going to be accepted to heaven or not. However, some interpretation put it not just as a literal judgment of good and evil, but a symbol of an inner calling of reaching absolution or even of rebirth. Now, looking at this, you can see that there is one change to the card that is quite obvious. The face of the Archangel and changed to that of Lord Pickman.
Oh, he keeps doing that weirdo.
Weird.
I'm going to... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Alex.
No, go ahead.
I was going to kind of take a look a little bit around the room.
Yeah.
I have 2 questions, and please let me know if I need to roll for this. What shape is the table, and how many chairs are at the table?
So the table, so now that you're in the room and you can get a good look at everything, it's hard to judge from just like when you're peeking through before. You can see that there are actually 13 chairs in here. A couple of them are pushed a little further back. But it's a completely, like, it's a circular table. It's made to be like kind of octagonal. But it's like the actual shape of the moon on the top is completely like rounded in the engraving. So like the angles are just a little bit to give the chairs more like room. But there are 8 major chairs, and then there's actually 5 more pushed a little further back. The one at the very far end is a high back chair that you can see is this beautiful wooden chair. All of them have this like dark, like red velvet seats. But the main chair, completely facing away, has gold leaf all down the seat of it, like all down the actual back of the chair and onto the arms, whereas the rest of them have silver leaf.
I have a question.
Yes.
How many major arcana are there?
22.
There's
So that
22
doesn't add
because
to the
there's,
number of chairs.
13 chairs, right?
13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Hmm,
Oh, wait,
have-
but you said that there are 5. There are 5 like major chairs, like big chairs.
There's 8 around the table, and then 5 pushed a little further away. In fact, I would say, as you're like looking at it, you can all realize these 5 look a little taller, almost as if they're sitting in judgment of the 8.
Ooh.
interesting. Wow. And you see Matthias kind of like looks at the group, looks at the chairs, looks back at us, and goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and points to the chairs and goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You
I have
certainly don't
another-
think.
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I suppose it was either going to be this or some sort of harebrained Knights of the Round Table reference, but possibly.
I do have another question or thing I want to observe, actually. So you said that there's the glass dome ceiling and that there is like a red circle, like a red moon piece
Yes.
of glass. The current position of the moon in the night sky, how close is it to lining up with that?
I'm very glad you asked that. It is almost. It is probably less than 5 degrees off of centered above the actual.
And that would go towards the middle of the table or a certain part of the table if the light
Middle.
reflected through it.
Middle of the table.
Okay, can we inspect the middle of the table? Is there any like little opening or something like that, or like what's on the very center of the table, where underneath it,
I'd say make an
where the glass
investigation
is
check.
reflecting?
Is anyone helping Barbie Yaga investigate the table?
I'll do it.
Yeah. Or
Let's do
yes, somebody that's better at. Well,
I'd say
Yeah, I'm not
If-
the best at.
whoever is helping, you can get a +1 for each person helping you.
okay.
I got you. I'm Matthias.
I will
is
point
helping
it
me.
out because it's not my strong suit, and I make other people do my work.
Yeah, I'll help out.
All right.
I will
Well,
help.
I got a 10,
Woo!
so I get to roll again
Yes.
Hell yeah.
and add a 7. So 17 plus
2.
investigation is 5, so that's 22. And then
Two.
how many people
Plus
are
two.
helping?
24.
Yep, so 24.
So 2 more people helping me, so 24. I am really fixated on this. Like, I'm like, this is a theme. Okay, this guy
No.
has like a thing for these like red circles.
Well, no, that checks out. I'm pretty sure because of the moon, there are the 8 tables. There's 5 of us, but there's 8 cycles of the moon.
I've probably hidden some things in secret compartments in my day where I'm from.
You go, and it's a large table. You have to like lean it. You have to almost like crawl across the table to like fully reach. But there is an actual in the engraving where you can see it's carved to look like just another crater of the moon, but it is inset that presses down. And as
Does
you,
anybody have a? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say,
I would not touch it with my hand. I would touch it with a stick.
you can see that it presses down. It seems that it's offset by like a millimeter maybe. It's a very like this is barely perceptible offset switch at the center table.
I found the switch. Does anybody have a stake? Something with which I could point, like, to touch I'm not touching it.
If
I-
we... Oh, go ahead.
I mean, what are you looking for? Or do you want like any kind of pointy thing?
Well, it's like a puzzle, right? So when the light hits the thing and it's going to line up on the spot, and the spot here it opens up. So clearly we don't want it to open up with the light. We would rather check it out ourselves. But I feel like it's stupid to just touch it because clearly everything here is trying to kill us. So anything that we could use to reach across the table here and like push down on this spot. That is not my beautiful fingers.
Claudine. I was gonna say Claudine has like a hat pin.
That's not very long.
Oh,
Well, a hat pin at the time would be about 8 inches long.
Whoa.
nice.
Oh, I have
Yeah,
knife.
that's
Alec,
I
real
have
quick, is this considered a simple device?
Yes.
I can do it with my mind.
What?
Huh?
What? Nani? What? ¿Por qué?
Yeah, as long as I'm within 5 feet of it, I can do it with my mind.
You just
Fucking what?
So,
Okay,
do
I will
that.
stop. Somebody help me off of this table, please.
Oh, I got you, dear. Come on.
Thank you.
for the rest of you, you watch Dr. Carrington like step over, and as you do, your mind wheels in mind palette. Begin to focus and think of all the information that you learned. You carefully catalog. Other people might think that it's crazy and ridiculous, that your ideas are all over the place, that there's no way you could possibly understand all these things, these different concepts that move up here. You can have, of course, how machinery might do this, and how a pulley and levers, like you can move this, and you can move this with a simple fulcrum, you can move the entire world, of course, given that the lever are long enough. And as you reach out with your mind and tether yourself to the center of this table, you all watch as it chick and clicks into place. And the table splits into 22 pieces that shift beyond each other and set back, and the table expands out another 2 feet.
Hey, I was right! Also, that's really, really cool.
Yeah, I just look at the I go, how in the bloody hell did you manage that?
I've compromised a lot of mental fortitude to be able to do so, but at least it paid off in this instant, so...
I mean, all women have to compromise their mental fortitude, so you might as well gain some really cool magic from it.
I know that's right.
That's what I
Mhm.
based my career on, so you're quite right.
All I got was like this rash one time. It went away, but it's fine. Anyway, we should figure out what is like to do with all of these things here.
Is Matthias experiencing magical envy? Because Matthias just looks at his gun. He's like, all I brought was just my gun. He's just kind of like questions, like they have magic.
Yes. Now, the table itself, you can see that it looks like 22 pie slices that have pulled away from the center about 2 feet. Between each of them, in the spaces that are now there, you can see similar like pie slices of what is the actual table underneath these like inch thick wooden pieces on top, and they are all loose. You can actually lift them up and move them out of the way, but divided into 22 sections. All of the major arcana of tarot.
Interesting.
Are there some missing ones?
Well, I actually would like everybody to make an occultism check. However, for Claudine, you are going to get +10 to this.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
Why?
Because you ate a strawberry.
Oh, fuck!
Whoa!
Hey, look at that.
Okay, it pays to be dumb. Hell yeah.
An 11.
That is a 10.
8.
That was a 9. Yes.
If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
22.
Yeah.
Nice.
I also got a 22. I rolled a 10. I got a 9. 22.
19 for me.
Damn, +10.
Now,
Pays to be done, baby. No thoughts, head empty.
for you can see that the vast majority of these slices are actually it appears to be an etched tin plate that has been etched with the different symbols of the tarot. But
Okay.
most of them are in pristine condition. A few, noticed, of course, by Matthias and Claudine, show signs of having been regularly handled or touched. That you can see on the tin not only signs of corrosion, but also perhaps handprint. They are the tower, the moon, judgment.
Hmm.
There is one other one that I will say Claudine notices. You can see it is Emperor. Now, the thing you notice, and even trying to point it out to the others, the rest of you cannot see this, is you see an invisible handprint on the Emperor that is upside down. And as opposed to someone sitting on the outside of the table, putting their hand down, it looks as if they were sitting on the center of the table, with their hand down, their fingers facing toward the edge of the table. You also notice that the hand is long, bony, distended, far beyond what a normal human should be, with these gnarled fingers that end in sharp points. The thumb is shortened, but it is a malformed hand print that none of the others can see.
If I were to think back on the form of Dr. Pickman, or Mr. Pickman that called us here, would I have seen what his hand looked like?
Well, I actually would like you to, for this, make an athletics check.
That I can do.
You got this.
Oh yeah, that's a 19, easy.
Nice.
You have an adept skill of like that very classic like be polite, be efficient, have a plan to kill everyone you meet.
Yes.
Of just immediately sizing people up. Now, while yes, he was in his strange clockwork chair that allowed him to move around, you notice that he kept his hand mostly in his coat. You can see it fully. Though, now that you think back on it, you can see faint evidence that even in the depictions of him, looking up at the painting, one of the hands holding the trumpet for his the hand is slightly, like the fingers are a little too long, the thumb is like pulled in toward the palm. His right hand seems to be partially misshapen.
Claudine, are you alright?
There's just so much going on.
Too bad you stared off into space for about a good 2 minutes.
I mean, I don't know. Looking at all of these plates and the tarot thing, whatever this is all meant to represent, and I don't know, it just it makes me feel like maybe things here are representations of the tarot. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I mean, oh, go ahead.
No, I mean, I kind of feel a little gaslit, honestly.
Well, we found a few of these. What accent am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm just choosing to speak in my voice.
We found a few of these, so why don't we, should we put the ones that we found down? Like, can we tell that some of them look like they've been handled a little bit?
Yeah. So like,
This
Yeah,
one-
it was the moon.
So, like,
it was the
three
tower,
that
and
we
then it was
have.
Judgment.
So we have the moon, the tower, and judgment.
Judgment.
and the Emperor.
We
Has
have
a
not
100
found that one.
No, we have found the Emperor. That's Pikmin.
How so?
I mean, he's the one that rules this house, is he not? He's the
Yes,
one.
but where is the card?
He's the card.
He's been
So we
putting
find
himself
him and we
in.
put him in the table?
Hmm.
You think we may have
But-
missed one, like maybe in the library or something? We weren't
Out
in
of
there very
character.
long.
Alec, do you have us playing fucking card captors?
No.
Okay. I just wanted
I
to make sure.
I would go there, but no.
Okay.
Our captain.
A mystic
Matthias,
adventure.
Matthias kind of thinks about it and goes, "No, but that makes sense because where we encountered everything in the first, it was the it was the moon when it was the tower when we were in the kitchen."
Yes, that was the first one in the kitchen.
And then we encountered the moon card when we were going through and getting shot at with the rifles.
Right.
Did we? Was
And
that in
then we
there?
found-
Yep.
Okay.
And then we found this room, which has and Matthias kind of points back to the painting of Judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And if you say what you said, Claudine, with the Emperor, then that means that's probably the last and final piece. It's a map. He's leading us where he wants us to go.
So is there any other place that we can go to that we haven't been? I guess we have not been to the plant room. The room with all
Right,
the
but-
plants in the ballroom.
Let's say there are two
That is
doors leading out of this room. But as you all are talking, you hear that same tinny voice, but this soft, well, this is delightful.
oh,
Most
shit
people
it.
don't learn this. This is beautiful. And always, of course, question. Come up to my room.
Matthias just kind of hears this and goes, "He's leading us where he wants us to go."
Well, let's go get him then.
I don't know if we should follow a scary man into his quarters.
I mean,
If
suppose
I
it
had a ruble for every time,
though I suppose
I
in that
wouldn't
instance
need
we
his
sure did.
money.
We sure did follow a scary man into his house. So,
To be fair, we didn't know he was scary. We just knew he was rich.
well, I suppose rich,
And
eccentric,
old.
and scary. Rich, eccentric, white, and male kind of go hand in hand.
That is exceedingly true. But you know, the premise, I mean, the potential of actually paying some of the some of the people on strike with me would be ideal. But also fuck this guy.
Also, fuck this guy.
Well, no,
Don't
that's
fuck this
not why
guy.
we're going to his
Well, no,
room.
No, yes,
If we're
no,
going to his room for any reason, it's to gang up on him and
yes,
get
not
our money.
yes.
It's
Unless
like,
he's
no,
into
I've done
that.
some weird shit for money before, but this is no, he doesn't get sex.
Oh, I'm glad we've cleared that up.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
No.
Matthias doesn't judge.
To be fair, I may or may not have done something with the dangerous hot plant lady, but we'll never know.
That is perfectly, it's between you and the bush lady, and she's dead. So like, nobody has to know, Basil.
I mean, certainly not gonna find out now.
I mean, we know.
I mean, yes, we do know. I mean,
We do know, but that's okay because like everybody had no, but Claudia doesn't want people to know that she ate the fucking weird strawberry, and then we should just go because I'm gonna keep coming up with things to say, and the light is getting really close to the thing in the circle, and we probably don't want to be in here.
Right. I actually, before we go, I want to check out the chair, the gold chair.
Hmm.
I want to sit and see what happens.
I would love that.
God.
I know you would.
Yeah. Can you make a fortitude check for me, please?
Sure. I got this. This will be fine. This will be totally fine.
You spilled the water. What do you want?
Okay. That's a 9 on the die plus fortitude. That's gonna be a 13, Chief.
13.
13.
So 13 fails. So you sit in the seat of honor, if you will. And as you sit down, there's this strange voice pervades your ear. You can hear a soft whispering. Behind it, another noise, like a trumpet blast. Scream, something primeval. Phase at the back of your mind and try and focus, and you find yourself gripping into the arms of the chair. Enough that it's like your fingernails begin to like actually grip into the wood. And did you all watch, like, Matthias like winces in pain as sitting down. For Matthias, an image manifests itself in your mind. See yourself center of a black lake. Reality. The moon is overhead. That call, that trumpet, scream, howl behind you. It is everywhere, all at once, rippling off the wall. Sitting in Black Lake Boy. No, the others cannot be trusted. They are out to get you. It would be best to spill their blood before they could spill yours. And you lose 6 sanity.
Okay.
So we see him in the chair looking like he's in pain, right?
Yes.
I would say that as soon as I see him like looking like it hurts him to sit in this chair, Barbara would try to like yank him out of the chair.
Fantastic. So I want you to make a brawling check, and for Matthias, I want you to make an evasion check.
Okay.
Can I help Barbara with that?
Yes.
Everybody
can.
punch
So
me in the face.
You can give Barbara a +1.
Okay, perfect.
Evasion. What do I roll for that again?
So that is going to be evasion. It's actually a drive check. So it'll be drive plus whatever you have in evasion. Plus a d10.
Plus a d10. Okay.
Or nerve, sorry. Drives. Looking at drive vehicle, so nerve plus evasion.
Okay, nerve. Okay, I have pretty good nerve. Okay.
I got a 15.
God, fuck. That's another fucking 1, which I guess, yay.
That's a good
but,
thing.
fuck. I know, but like, fuck. I even changed
That's
dice,
good
too.
at this time.
All right, well, let me roll and see. Alec, what happens if you roll a 1 and then you roll a 10?
That's -10 to the total of what you rolled, so
Oh
There we
my
go.
god.
you
There
can
we
get
go.
into negative.
There we go. You know, I'm fucking putting these dice away too now.
Happy
No, it's good. I'm gonna get you out of the
420.
torture chair.
I mean, it is. I'm just like, I'm
Does he
kind
just
of
like
upset at
slump down? Does he just turn into like pudding?
this.
We're gonna see what happens.
Or like, you know when a cat doesn't want to be picked up and so they just like
Yeah, that's what I was picturing. Like,
It just goes limp.
Bone
Eh.
line.
It's a little different from that. So what's the total with the negative?
The total of the negative is gonna be a 2 total.
Yes.
God damn.
You go, and as you're like staring out, before it can fully grip into your mind, you feel yourself like pulled out of this. You lose a sanity, but it's not enough to make you hate the people you're with. If you were
Mhm.
stuck here for another minute, then yeah, probably. But Barbara Yaga grabs you and pulls you out. You react so violently trying to get away from whatever force is pulling you from the lake of reality in which you sit,
Mhm.
that you go cartwheeling back and just slam, and the chair like collapses behind you. You're instantly going to lose actually 4 hit points as you just tumble backward hard.
Oh. Oh fuck shit, like sorry, the chair looked like it was hurting you and it was all like fucked up, so I was trying to help. I am not very strong and I have these heels. Are you okay?
You just see Matthias just kind of like,
Are you good?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you.
Did you did the chair go up your tuchus? Are you okay?
Well, the chair wanted me to kill all of you all. So
Oh.
it's a good
Well-
thing you got me out of there. You just see Matthias just kind of looks at the chair and just fucking kicks it over.
As
I will offer you a hand to help you up.
Yeah, as you're like getting up, all of you can now see that handprint that is on the tin pie section for the Emperor. And the handprint is in blood.
oh, he stole your blood.
Shit.
Oh god damn it.
I guess, can the doctors, is there a way to know if that is Athos's blood? That he just, because he hurt himself on the chair? Or, I guess
is
it's
my hand-
probably not that important, but it could be important if it's his blood or not.
That's a good question. Is
I
my
would
hand
say
bleeding?
for Dr. Roberts, probably be the only one, because you actually have the doctor occupation.
Basile, look at the
Mm.
blood. Look at his bloody whatever.
Make
Wherever
a
he hurt himself.
surgery.
It was like awkwardly extend my my right hand out.
Barbara's gonna look for bloody
Oh,
footprint,
I
like
rolled a
handprints on your
10!
ass.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh. You just
Barbara's
start
like
pressing up.
checking like Mathis's ass for bloody handprints. And...
I don't think I don't
32.
Whoa.
Nice.
That is the best I'm ever gonna roll ever.
You can see the handprint in here, and you know 2 things. Firstly, this is not Matthias's handprint. This is a deformed handprint. Like I said, it's long. In fact, realize this would be difficult for even in the most common forms of like polydactyly or mutations of the hand or injuries that like stretch out the fingers and things. This is a strange shape. It's, if anything, it's almost like if you stretched out a human's and kind of mixed it with a dog's paw print, the way that it's stretched out.
Oh god damn it.
The blood,
Why didn't I fucking think of that?
you can immediately see is like, this has a kind of congealed instant like sense of like, this blood itself is not Matthias's. This is the blood of someone who's like, this blood looks like it's been sitting here for a long time.
Weird.
Well, Matthias, I don't think you need to worry. This does not appear to be your blood. It is not
Oh,
fresh
good.
enough, for one. And this handprint seems to be, well, if it is a genetic abnormality, it is one of the worst that I have ever seen. But it appears to be some sort of possible hybrid between human and perhaps canine. I'm not quite certain.
I'm sorry, did you say canine?
Unfortunately, I did, yes.
Like
You
a
see
dog?
Matthias kind of like
You can hear that tinny voice one last time. I hate to correct you, Doctor. It's actually lupine.
God.
Oh,
Oh,
Hmm.
God damn it.
oh, all right then. Lupine, my mistake.
Matthias just kind of thinks and goes, it's a full moon.
Anybody got any silver bullets?
I have no idea what's going on, but I have these silver trays that I took, and like silverware for, like a shield and for weapons. So if we need silver, I have like a bunch of silver knives
Maybe we might.
because I steal things. Because I needed
My-
knives for trying to be killed.
No,
My
that-
hat-
That's
My hat pin is silver if we need to stab things. Maybe not as good as a silver bullet, but
I mean, I've
something.
never actually killed a werewolf before. I wasn't aware that they truly existed, but
You
all
weren't
the
aware of the
legend-
werewolves? What
No,
is
I
a
did not have an
werewolf?
awareness of werewolves prior
What-
to
okay.
now.
Other than the hilarious play on words, what the fuck is a werewolf?
I'd say
Monsters.
we
Like
can
a
each
soul?
make
Like
an,
a cult?
an occultism check.
A 9.
Okay.
What the fuck is a werewolf?
A 12. A 12.
That's gonna be a 14.
18.
Werewolf. Werewolf.
No, this is mink. Mink is smaller,
Six.
so you have to kill more of them to get, the coat.
Did someone say 18 or was it 16?
Yeah.
16. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. We both did high.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 14.
Okay, great. Now for Dr. Carrington and for Dr. Roberts, you know a few about legend, werewolves, strange shapeshift change. At the height of the full moon, change from a human form to that of a human-wolf hybrid. Some of them even taking on a fully wolf-like lupine form, though really a hybrid. They are bloodthirsty hunters. Can infect others with fight. Now, was it Dr. Roberts who got the 18?
No.
No.
I got 18.
Okay. There we go. So for Dr. Carrington, you have heard of one form of werewolf. An old one who particularly aggressive, really prefers to spread curse,
Mm.
to feed on others, to extend their own life force, and ensure a entire pack of werewolves at their beck and call. A creature referred to as a Loup-garou.
I'll relay the information on the just baseline on what werewolves are.
You know that they
So-
can only be killed during the full moon with a weapon of silver.
Ah.
I have a question. So do you think that this Lou wants to eat us or make us into wolf people?
I honestly think it might be a combination of both. I think some of us he might choose to eat to sustain his form, and I think potentially some of us he might try to turn to join his pack. I'm not sure what the deciding factor is, but they're known to do both, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I don't think that either option is particularly good. But we know like where to find him. But we also know he
Right.
can hear us figuring all of this out.
Right.
Well,
So I think we stock up on any silver we can find. Claudine, you said you had a silver pin.
as Claudine pulls out the like silver hat pin, it's like there's it's like in the shape of a big like a like a oh my god, why can't I think of the fucking name? Like a petunia. She pulls it out, the blade of it like extending about 8 inches, and she says, well, I mean, there is a reason why we shouldn't be trusting old white men. I think Matthias had it right.
Do you have any of silver bullets for that thing?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Right.
Well, I have because I did say I grabbed the knives from the dining room table, and I
Mhm.
grabbed one of the silver platters as well.
Mhm.
So how many knives would I have been able to have grabbed?
You can each have a light melee weapon of silver.
I'll pass the knives around. You know how to make bullets if you melt them? Melt silver?
I believe Dr. Roberts took like a carving knife. Right? Didn't one of you take a carving knife?
It wasn't me, but somebody did, I thought.
Could be wrong.
It might
No.
have.
I
Wait,
think it was Claudine.
I think it was me.
Okay, so yeah, you have the carving knife. The carving knife is silver as well. That's a medium melee weapon.
Oh fuck.
Right.
Good. I'm ready to kill people
I
in Minecraft.
On 420. All right, so
I'm not trying to get you TOS.
it's okay. I've
I
been warned by Twitch a few times. It's fine. So
mean, I have some other things that are silver if you know how to make bullets.
I do, though I suppose crafting is. It's manageable. It's not entirely my strong suit. Could make
I
Same.
mean, if we have the time for it.
to melt down silver and make bullets, it would take a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a day.
Were the guns that were in the library? Did I know that Matthias got to like kind of investigate a little bit?
They were built into the wall.
They're built into the wall. Were any of those bullets? Those were silver, not silver. Okay.
I appreciate it, but it's fine. I suppose. I suppose we'll see how it goes. Might find
Oh,
something.
everybody
might
has
not.
silver knife.
You take the silver knife. But seems to be that we're losing moonlight. The door on the left or the door on the right?
If I hear anything behind either one,
Make a perception check.
um, 13. Oh wait, I get to add 2 because it's hearing. So 15.
Ooh,
You listen quickly to both sides, and at one side, hear this long, low, scratching sound at the side of the door. Someone was running their fingernails along the other side of the door. Back. The other side, you hear nothing.
I'm gonna go over to Matthias.
Hmm.
And I'm going to whisper to him. Somebody is scratching the back of the door. You should try to shoot through it.
You see Mateus just kind of like nods and kind of tells everybody to kind of like stand back a little bit. And
I'm gonna get out of the line of the door.
Make a handguns check.
okay, go with these. Let's go, baby. Ayo. 9 plus 5 plus 3, 17.
Ooh.
You
I'm
fire.
good at shooting shit.
And the rounds just eat through the door as if it was tissue paper. And it's quiet for a brief moment, and the door falls open as a figure falls to the other side. You can see that they appear to be, at first, human, dressed in a footman's clothes of a dark suit, a bow tie, white gloves. But as you look at them, it's like their head collapses against the ground as they fall dead. But they you can see that as the blood is pooling in their chest, that in the entire side of their face is pulled and distorted in one way, as if the bones were pressing against the skin. On that side, the ear is shifted up and elongated, and you can see their hair is incredibly thick, as if they were partially lupine.
For good measure, even though it's dead, because I was just told that they have to be killed with silver, Barbara would like to go over with her silver knife and slit its fucking throat.
Word.
Okay. Seeing it, can you make a endurance check for me, please?
Endurance? I am gonna use my thing so I could use my empathy.
Okay.
So I'll be a 17.
You talk yourself down as you're approaching it. You're like, they're dead. It's just a weird looking person. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And you just slice through, and you get back up, and you don't pay attention, and you lose no sanity. So you're fine. But you just talk yourself through the entire procedure without worrying. There was a large fear of getting close enough to see it might really be a little bit too much to bear, but
I'm standing behind its back because I don't want to get blood on my outfit. Pick it up by the hair, and I'm like,
Matthias
cool,
is
it's
gonna
fine.
kind of move it out of the way, and kind of with his gloves on, he's gonna pat it down and check it, check its pockets to see if there's anything in there.
Can I assist?
Yeah, I say investigation. You'll get a +1, Barbara Yaga.
Yeah.
Dope. Oh, that is a D8. I do not need a D8. I need a D10. Okay, 7. It's gonna be a 13.
You look through, and it doesn't have much of value, except for a large key that you can see is set in one of its interior pockets, and you see that there is a note in the same pocket.
No, read it. What does the note say?
The note is very cleanly written. It says, "Are you sure this is even real?"
Oh.
I show everybody I'll hand it over and show everybody the note as I'm kind of moving the body. Matthias is very practiced in how he moves the body out of the way of the door frame.
I have an important question. I'm going to go right to left on this. Claudine, what is your sanity right now?
Hold on. My fucking iPad doesn't want to open. Hold on.
I hate when that happens.
It do be like that sometimes.
My sanity is at 32
32.
out of 40. Yeah.
You can see the note, and it says, "Are you sure this is even real?" Okay. Barbara Yaga, what is your sanity at?
36.
Okay. Dr. Roberts?
44.
Dr. Carrington?
56. Though I do feel like something like this would really fuck her up, but
Why are you have a 56 out of 50.
Holy shit.
I don't
Uh,
actually.
Not out of 50. It's 10 times your resolve score.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah. That's even minus. Yeah, that's.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then my resolve score is completely wrong. Hold on, because I should have 60 sanity. I mean, okay.
So 20 more than that?
Yeah, so I'm at 52
Okay, so
out of
Claudine
60.
and Dr. Carrington. So I'll get to the two of you in a second. Matthias, what's your sanity at?
37.
For Matthias, Roberts, for Yaga, are you sure this is even real? For Dr. Carrington and for Claudine, you can see the note says, "Wait outside the door. They open it, kill them."
And do we also see? Is this real? Do we see both, or do we just see
You
the?
just see your version.
Claudine like looks up at everyone to see if anyone else has clocked this wild ass fucking message. Doesn't even like have the presence of mind to like hide the shock on her face. Just like,
Oh, dear, you're not questioning now if this is real. It's like we've had to do all of this shit. Like he's just fucking with us by asking if it's even real.
oh no 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 no.
No.
That's
Are you-
not what the note. That's not what the note says.
And
What
you
do you mean
hear
that's
that
not-
tinny voice. It's all just a game. I mean, are you sure this is real?
Shut it.
What if you're all just sitting around a table, playing a game? What if none of this was real? Really? No. And I actually want everyone to please make a fortitude check.
This is the wrong
feel like-
time for "My Name Is" by fucking Eminem to come on shuffle.
I'm about to be like, can I make a perception check to see where I could find that tinny voice is coming from?
Yeah, make a perception check. But
You said
Okay, cool. I would,
fortitude.
Fortitude.
would you like me to roll the perception check first or the fortitude check first?
I want you to do the fortitude first.
Okay, cool.
13.
Fuck.
I also got 13.
14.
14.
11.
Okay, so you all fail.
Oh.
Ah.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have the thing where I can use.
You can use
my
that on
empathy
a
instead.
roll like this. Yes.
Okay, but I can choose to after knowing
Yes.
the results. Okay, then we're gonna change that to a 19. Does that save?
Okay. Only Barbara Yaga saves. The
Wait.
rest-
Hold on. As an action, you can grant a creature a 1d10 bonus to a single attack roll or skill check made within the next minute. I'm gonna grant that to Matthias.
You can add
Roll
it,
We're the ones who
add
are
it-
fucked up by the
another
note.
D10.
And another D10. Appreciate it. I just have stuff that makes me shoot good, so I don't have anything to help out except for that. I apologize.
I mean, that's been very helpful so far.
Thank you. And that was also incredibly helpful because that was an 8.
Nice.
Sick.
That's gonna be a 22.
Okay. So, Dr. Carrington, Dr. Roberts, or Claudine, you hear that and you begin to question, like, I mean, this has been such an outrageous night. Like, you got this invitation, you were having a rough night, a rough few months, a rough year, really. A lot of things haven't been easy. Because maybe you're just having a bad dream. Only within that realm, that wouldn't be outrageous. You begin to wonder, it's like, does anything I do here even matter? And each of you, Dr. Carrington, Dr. Robertson, Claudia, are going to lose 4 more sanity.
It's really weird because the two of us who were like seeing the unreal shit a couple of minutes ago
Yeah.
are now the ones that are not like
Well,
fucked up about the words.
um,
I am a more visual person, I suppose.
for Matthias and for Barbara Yaga, you both kind of like, you're like, this is messing with us. It's like he's already trying to like get in our heads. This is just. Actually, question: how much
Bullshit.
sanity do people have? They have 10 times their resolve score, so they can have anywhere from 10 to 100 technically. Hey, nice. Now, for Matthias, what was your perception?
My perception, I did not roll that yet, but my perception. Oh, that's another 9, so that's fucking great. Let's go. That's gonna be a 16 total.
You can look and you can finally see that in one of the like columns along the wall, set into the actual like, like Corinthian column, there's this small section of like one of the florets of the design that you realize is a small little speaker playing. Now, in terms of like being able to project your voices like through like electronic, it's very primitive, but you can realize that speaker is where that noise is coming from.
I shoot it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You can destroy it. I'm not even gonna have you roll for Dr. Carrington, Dr. Robertson, Claudine. That snaps you right out of it. You all regain 3 sanity.
Ooh.
Yay!
Love it.
Resolve score
Besides-
is one of your abilities, so it depends on where you put your abilities points into.
Average is probably like 40 to 50 for your sanity, so like a 4 or a 5 in resolve. Yeah. You have pretty much a minimum of 3. If you do the point buy when you're making a character, you can technically start with a 1 in resolve. I do not suggest it. A lot of important
No,
checks.
you
involved in
need resolve, as you can clearly see.
Yes.
But yeah, Matthias is gonna this again. Like, you see now, Matthias's eyes kind of go from this cold to almost like this very focused anger, as he now just kind of like is angrily reloading his revolver, kind of spins it and clicks it and goes, "Shall we finish this then? Continue on through the door."
Some things don't require the silver bullets.
No, they do not. And, Doctor, you said that it requires silver bullets to be killed? God damn it, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting that there are 2 doctors.
Well, they both knew.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, we both.
Yes,
Yeah.
Doctors.
Doctors.
You
It
said
must
that
be
it
killed
requires...
with silver.
Silver.
Can
yeah.
it still bleed?
Yes.
And if you wounded by regular,
Yes.
And that's
Weapons?
fucking good enough for me. Come on.
It
And
can-
Matthias is-
It can get hurt from things other than silver, but I believe silver has to actually kill it.
yeah, so you just shoot it until like it's not moving so much, and then we will stab it in the head.
That works for me. As long as it can bleed, that means I can hurt it. Let's go.
Like with most rich old white men, if you cut them off at the head, then you fix the problem.
Well, I mean, at that point, you got to figure out which head you cut him off at.
Now moving
All
ahead,
of, both of them.
Now you're getting into
Moving
my
ahead.
it's gonna blaze right through. Blaze it.
Hey.
All right, so
It's the weed day. Yeah.
yeah. I have only legally weeded, which only ever been legal for this former Boy Scout.
Why you said it. I'm sorry.
I am
Please continue.
Now,
total lame-o and don't know anything about drugs.
yes.
But CBD treats for my mother-in-law and called up Alec hysterical thinking that I
Oh
really
my-
bought drugs. And I was
Oh.
concerned because I was at Pride Fest and like they wouldn't just sell drugs in public like that. There's police at the event. And this is not, it's because it said it was in grams. I'm like, that's drug people talk. That's for drug people and Europeans. I was
Yeah,
like, there's
she's-
pot leaves
she's
on
on-
everything.
She's on the
I was
phone.
like,
She's
"Is-
like,
what is
they measure
CBD?"
drugs in grams. I was like, they measure all sorts of shit in grams.
Medicine.
It's just fucking.
No, it's only for drugs in European.
Yep.
The two most dangerous things on the planet.
Drugs in Europeans.
Now,
I know nothing about nature.
moving ahead.
I don't want to touch grass.
All
It's dirty.
right.
It smells like outside.
The other door, further into the castle, winding through passageways and stairs, you can see several sections have been deliberately blocked off, funneling your path. It finally opens to grand that all of the furniture has been completely stripped bare. There are a few paintings on the walls that look like they have been clawed to shreds. And sitting in the very center of the empty room, Lord Pickman, sitting in his
Is
chair.
it the West Wing? Is this the West Wing?
Would you relax for a second?
That's forbidden. Can't be there.
And he smiles wildly. I'm very impressed. I wondered what things you'd find. The bump in them. Hope it was elucidating. I've learned many things. Tell me. You all seek my wealth. It's yours. I've written you all into my will.
Show us.
And he just, again, smiles even wider. And he kind of like leans over to rest his head on his hand. No. No, I won't. I'm afraid you'll have to trust. And you can see that the hand, the fingers are a little distorted and long, like grips into his face. And you can see that he like pulls and like rips down his face, leaving these like dark claw marks across his face. Well, it's your silver. And as he laughs, his face splits open, and he pulls, and as he rips, his own flesh rips open with this thick fur underneath, revealing this massive form that doubles in size, easily 12 feet tall, as he buckles and grips, reaching up to his full height, huge claws, fangs as his mouth extends out into this long, jagged, horrid snout, muscles like pulling in every direction, tense, wiry. Come at me! See if you can survive! And
You talk too fucking much.
everyone roll initiative, please.
Wow.
So for initiative, it is
Nice.
going to be a d10 plus your speed.
Speed.
Fucking ready. Dice fucking ready. Let's do this.
11.
14.
15.
Let you know when I find. Oh, 10. Speed is at the top.
7 for Slowpoke over here.
Barbara Yaga got 10, you said?
Yes, I got a 10.
Okay, and love it. So first up is Lord Pickman, as he is going to lurch himself forward. The entire room at its maximum is going to be at 60 with about 30 wide. You're gonna be pretty much in medium range for this entire fight unless you're right next to him. So it'd be like I said, between medium and short or like touch range for this entire fight. All of you right now are at medium, but he lurches forward, and as he does, he's actually going to quickly cast a hex. So he is going to immediately cast the moon. I need for Matthias to please make a fortitude check.
Okay. That is. That's 13.
13?
Mhm.
Actually, just succeed. I rolled pretty terribly. He roars as he like lurches forward, but you are so focused on getting a gun and shooting him that you just immediately like push your mind past it. You are focused wholly on what you are doing and are not frightened by it. Next is actually going to be Matthias.
Matthias is gonna see this and see all this kind of around him, and he's gonna take a deep breath. Because I have 2 actions, right? Because we're at medium range.
You have 2 actions. I'm gonna say he, as part of his, he's gonna move up, so he's now short range from me. But
That's fine. I still have
yes.
my heavy pistol, so that doesn't affect the range, does it?
For a heavy pistol, it's not a. I don't think there's a difference. Heavy handgun. No, it's the same first.
Okay.
Actually,
I
it's
just wanted to check.
been easier because short range is 12.
Yes. Okay, so that he still is within range. Okay, that's fine. That's good. He realized I couldn't kick his ass unless he got closer. That's good. So let me pull this up again. So, because he's right there, Matthias is still going to kind of stare at him unafraid. He's going to take a deep breath, and my first action is going to aim.
Okay.
And then my second action is going to fire.
Of that.
And for aiming, that is a what again?
+2 to the attack roll.
+2 to the attack roll. Okay. And because I'm level 3, I also get a +1, so that's +3. So it's gonna be a plus. It's gonna be a +12 to this D10.
Wow.
Pretty much guaranteed it. Unless you roll a 1.
No, it's not a 1.
Okay.
The other way?
Then it hits.
The other way, baby.
Yes.
Oh, actually, if you exceed it by more than 10, so what's the total?
That's a. I rolled a 10 on the die, so that's 12. So that's 22. Do I roll the die again?
You explode.
You explode. I mean, you can, but I will say you inflict a critical injury.
All right. I'm gonna roll it again. That's gonna be
Just
an
for
additional
fun.
4. Oh, and you said I inflict a critical injury. You said what is the critical
So
injury? do?
roll a d10.
Roll a d10.
See what you did to him.
Okay, I'll roll a d10. Oh, you know what? Because I didn't have a chance to do this, I gotta show off how good I'm shooting. For the hired gun, I'm gonna use my level 1 ability.
Okay.
So I think I only have like 3 levels in this, but yeah, I'm gonna do some additional damage. Because I can do this once per turn,
Yes.
and I can deal this before armor.
Yes. So it'll add
So-
3 extra. Well, actually, are you level 3 or level 4 for hired gun?
Oh shit! I'm level 4. Shit, never
So
mind.
it'd be 4 extra damage before armor.
And then for the critical, that is a 9 on the d10 for the critical.
Ooh, Christ. That's a really nasty one.
Ooh, what does it do?
What does it do?
Um,
What does it do?
You inflict a concussion.
Whoa.
Pikmin is confused. It hurt itself in its confusion.
Brain
Yeah,
damage.
Matthias, nah.
It
Matthias
tracks
is
his
like,
own
nah,
share.
motherfucker. We ain't doing this, motherfucker.
Okay.
And
then-
no, Matthias is gonna shoot a couple of rounds in his skull.
Yeah, so heavy handgun, that's 46 plus 4 damage.
4d6.
Because of
Get
your
out.
higher
We got
accountability.
1. Oh, buddy, this is why we play games like this. Get on my
And
dice.
for all of you watching out there, yes, weapons and splice use a very basic kind of template stat block that has your built-in range of what you need to roll to hit. It has the damage. You get to flavor that weapon however you want. So it could be a revolver, it could be a laser pistol, it could be I don't know, a staple gun that you souped up. Doesn't matter.
4d6, so let's see how they roll. The first 2d6. That is a 2 and a 5 for the first 2. And then the second 2d6. Oops. That is a 3 and a 6, so 9. So 7 plus 9, 13, 13 plus 4, 17.
Love that.
And he's concussed.
Hey, did you just say 7 plus 9 is 13?
Oh,
16.
shit.
16.
Plus 4,
16,
so
okay.
20.
16 plus 4, 20. Thank you. I'm super
I'm
excited.
like, I'm bad at math. You're the accountant, man.
Oh, you're
Come
right. I am
on.
the accountant. Oh, whoops.
Come on.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
know money.
There's a. Yeah, well, about that. There's something I've been meaning to tell you all about.
You see him like lurching towards you, like even lifting himself off the ground to like leap towards you, and you pull your arm up and fire, and it catches him right in the side of the head, and he spins and slams down hard into the ground. He is knocked prone and he is staggered until he recovers from his injury.
Down, boy.
So that's going to be, unless he takes 7 actions over the next few turns to repair himself, or waits 2 hours, he's going to have a concussion.
Wow.
So we could just
His
stomp
ice is
him.
just gonna
So
fuck him up.
Now that he is staggered is a condition in Splice that he can only do 1 action on his turn, and he has a -1 to his speed. You just slowed him way down. See this like huge slice just like ripped open across the side of his face. As you can see, like even on the ground, he like looks up and snarls at you. Nice.
Don't be mad at me. You didn't do your taxes.
So next would be Claudine.
Ray is scared of the thunder that's rolling. She
Oh. She is adorable though.
is a big baby. Okay, so Claudine, okay, we have a concussed werewolf who is staggered, yes?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, is there a way that Brian, hear me out.
Yes.
So, can I know this isn't traditionally how you use guns, but this is pretend.
Yes.
So, can I use my hat pin and like put it in the barrel of my rifle and
Absolutely,
shoot
you
that
can.
like a projectile?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Great. I would love to do that.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot my gun. I'm not gonna make it a called shot because I know that gives me a negative. But yeah, let's just aim at him, period. So okay. That's actually pretty okay. Hold on. 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 12?
12. At
Yeah.
this range, which kind of weapon are you using?
I'm using a medium rifle.
And then I will say, since he is prone, let me double check. Oh, medium rifle. No, a 12 unfortunately does not hit. You
Ah.
fire and so like this long hat pin, being an unusual missile like shoved into the barrel of this rifle,
Right.
just like
Yeah.
goes completely wide and just like poof, and like slams into the ground like a few inches away from him. Just does not
Mhm.
hit.
That's fine. Because then I'm gonna just run up. For my second action, I'm just gonna run up and bash him in the head with the butt of my rifle.
You can move for your
Nice.
second action.
Oh, okay. I'll move for my second action so that the next round I can butt him in the head with my rifle.
Love that.
I'm not gonna do that to you.
Um,
No.
You're not a werewolf. You're not.
now,
And I'm not lupine.
yeah, you fire, which, like I said, goes wide, but you rush and you are right next to him, or touch range away. Okay. Next is Dr. Roberts.
Yeah.
Get him, Doc.
All right.
These tiny furry things are rooting for you.
Okay, I'm
Your
gonna
turn,
use
please.
my second use of the day of the world hex. Did that change at all in the 2.0 update? I did not see anything about it changing.
It's this for the world. It's the same number of uses.
Okay. Very cool. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna try what I did before with Jack the Ripper and just like hop up behind him and attack him with my heavy melee weapon.
Nice.
All right, so I don't have to roll anything for the world because it's still
So,
within my.
You can
Great.
move, but you need to make a surgery check to make sure, depending on the range, that you can get that far.
Okay. Sorry, you said surgery check?
Hmm?
Okay.
Surgery.
Is for the world
Precision.
to have an understanding of the body and self.
Ooh.
That's at 21.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can move anywhere in this room that you want. So you can be right next to him. So if you want to teleport right behind him, just nothing personal, kid. You know, you totally can do.
Nani?
All right, I'll do that, and then I'm gonna swing at him with my my surgical saw, which is a heavy melee weapon.
Hell yeah.
Prepare them for surgery. Surgery.
All right, and I'm assuming I roll for the weapon to see if I hit.
Yes, a melee weapons check, and then he tries to make an evasion check. Right now, well, his evasion will stay the same. He's staggered, but
19.
he actually has a minus since he's prone. So, nope, yeah, that absolutely hits him. So go ahead and roll damage.
Right, and that's
And
4d6.
melee weapons will ignore half of his armor.
6, 4,
Okay.
1, and 6.
Fantastic.
Love to see it.
You move the world around you, positioning yourself, and strike down with your surgical saw like into his arm and like yank back, leaving this like deep gouge. And as you do, you can see that he howls and snarls up at you. Dude is still very tough. Like, you all have laid into him very fast, but looks like he was anticipating you all to fight back this hard.
Yeah. That's valid.
Okay.
All right. Hopefully, I don't regret getting this close.
You got this close to me. I slightly regret it.
Barbara Yaga.
Yes. I would like to stab.
Okay.
It said medium range, which my knives are medium melee.
Yeah, so if you want, you can throw a knife at him, or you can move up next to him and attack.
Is one thing more than the other? With throwing enable like my sleight of hand?
I actually forgot one thing. I'm going to go back. I was a little excited. For melee attacks for Dr. Roberts, you get to do 2 attacks for melee as part of one action.
Boom.
Oh.
Yes, please.
Make a second attack. Remember that you will have a minus to hit for your second attack.
Okay.
But you still get to try and make.
What's the minus for the
Um,
second one?
So for the it's a -2. It's not really that bad, but it's basically gonna make it even for him because he has a minus. All right, well, probably still gonna hit.
15 after the minus.
15. Okay, yeah, you still absolutely hit. So roll damage again.
4, 4, 2, 3. Not as good as
Yeah, you slice into his arm, and as he like snarls at you, you like reach down and just like push the saw the other way. Yeah, not having a great time. As unfortunately the give advantage does not work for this, but I'm keeping in mind and I'm being nicer.
Appreciate it.
Now,
We'll incorporate it some way.
I'm affecting his hit points. All right. So now is Barbara Yaga.
Okay. Is there a difference in what I roll to just straight up stab him versus throwing the one?
There is a difference. So if you are throwing it, what you want to do is you make an athletics check instead of a melee weapon check. The athletics will be like whatever the range is. So like for you, you're at this, since he's a short range away from you, it'd be a 16 to hit. You have to get at least a 16 on your athletics. And it won't ignore half of his armor.
Okay, I will throw it because that's better for me.
Okay. You're not mean to Matthias. Matthias went crazy from sitting in the chair, and I made it worse than I needed to. Relax.
Okay.
I'm being mean and nice. Equal measure. I meet and dole to those.
So I'm just adding my agility, my athletics, and the die together, correct?
Yes, D10 agility, and
It's a 17.
so that does hit. So roll the damage.
So 3d6. All right, that's a total of 10.
10. You like aim and throw one of the knives that you had found at the table. It sails across and it stabs right into him. You can see it gets him in the shoulder. If he had not already had his armor reduced from the attacks from Dr. Robertson, Matthias probably would not have done anything. But it definitely hurts. It does a little bit of damage, but you can see he is more focused on the people around him. He barely knows.
I get a second.
So
Throw another one of the knives.
it's only melee attacks that you can do per action.
Okay.
A thrown weapon, that's going to be a full action.
Since I don't have to move, can I take another attack action?
Yeah. It's a -2 to the attack.
So is that okay? So if I had 2 melee attacks, would the second one still be minus? Because this is a different action.
Yeah. If you make more than one attack per turn, no matter what,
Okay.
it's -2 to it, and it's cumulative. So like your third attack, if you happen to make one, would be -4.
Okay, I got a 10, so I got a roll for the explosion. So 10 plus 3, 13 plus 12 is what, 25?
Yeah, that absolutely hits.
I had -2, so 23.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. 12 damage.
You notice that
It's a 5 and a 1.
a little bit more, but he still is focused on the people surrounding him right now. I will say, you're running out of knives, so be aware you might want to move up to him and get your weapons back.
I have one more action, right?
That was 2 actions. Throwing it is a...
Okay.
Okay.
I will wait.
Next is going to be Dr. Carrington.
Doc.
All right. I think she is also going to know that she has no silver on her. And so I think the best thing she can do at this time is to just wound him as best as she can. So she will use the chariot again. So that is a roll to hit. And what do I add to that
So
for a
at-
hex?
for the chariot, it uses your occultism. So
Oh.
you're just trying to make, at short range, it'd be a DS 21 occult.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a 23.
That will hit. So you're going to do 4d6 damage, which ignores half of his armor, and it erodes his armor.
Oh yeah.
Okay, not the best, but not horrible. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 points of damage.
Your willpower, anger, frustration, everything that you experienced tonight, Jack the Ripper with Lord Pikmin, just extends out from you as these, like, just strange implements of psychic energy appear around him and drive into his body and Okay, so that's one action.
I think sorry, I'm trying to go to the other things you can do on your turn page.
So you could move up to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will. Yeah, I'll go ahead and move up closer just to try and be close to my friends and provide more cover and more opportunities for him to be confused.
Fantastic. Well, next, Lord Pikmin, he only gets one action. So he is going to look up at Dr. Roberts, who sliced him with a saw blade multiple times. I guess to roll on this, not great. So let's see what he gets. Oh, it exploded. Yay for me.
Oh fuck.
Congrats.
I'm
gonna
so
die.
happy for you.
Awesome.
For you.
That's super great. Super cool, dude. Like radical.
It's like the worst
for
part about being
you.
a GM is celebrating by yourself and everyone's like,
Right.
So as he like looks up at you, you can see that he like immediately like distorts his face, and he looks at you, and you feel in your mind how everything, hold yourself, stand for inner attachments, pulled against you great weight. It's so much so that you fall prone and you are going to take 6 damage instantly. It's actually enough that you get a critical injury as
Oh.
you are instantly concussed.
You bitch.
As
Now I gotta remember what the hell that does. Let me read it.
so the concussion, what that means is as like you fall prone, but you are also staggered the same way that he is, as he pulls down the weight of your inner attachments using the devil.
oh.
Confounded our
brutal.
healer.
I do feel a bit muddled now, I'm afraid.
And next is Matthias.
Basil
Well.
has become pesto. Sorry. Go ahead, Wombat.
That was no, I don't know how I don't know how I'm gonna top that. Well, let's see. He's in close range of me, right? Like, he
Yeah.
wanted to Okay, he wanted to bridge the gap. Okay,
He's
cool.
short
cool,
range
cool,
from
cool,
you.
cool. Short range. Cool. Well, I do have that silver knife, and while he is in stabbing distance, so yeah,
I'd say you can move to be because you have to be touch range to stab.
Gotcha. Okay, and that would be my action.
That'd be one movement would be, or one action would be move, yeah, and then if you'd like you can make 2 attacks with a single for melee attacks.
Okay. Question, because I want to see if this would be kind of dope or not. If I use my Spring Hill boots to jump and land on him, would I get an additional bonus to the damage, or would I be able to kind of like?
So the boots let you take the sprint as a free action.
Okay.
You could get right next to him without sacrificing an action.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that if that means that I can shank him. So if I can do that as a free action, that means I still have 2 actions, which means because it's melee, I can attack him 4 times with my knife.
Yeah, if you use both
And
actions.
-2 penalty. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh shit! I'm gonna do that. I'm not really good. I'm better with guns than I am with knives, but we will see how this goes. Let me pull this back up. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Matthias is gonna just run forward and just grab him by the neck and just start shanking him in the rib. Start shanking him in the kidneys. First attack is. Oh god! First attack was a 9. That's really close. So 9 plus 9 plus 6. It's gonna be a 14. 14 for the first hit.
I'm rolling his evasion, which he got absolute ass right now. Nope, that hits.
Okay, that's the first one. So the second one is gonna be at a -2. So I'm gonna be rolling plus 4. That's 8. That one's gonna be a 12.
I exploded backwards this time, so that hits.
Fuck you.
He
and then
exploded
my other-
backwards.
It'll happen.
And then my other two. I'm gonna make those attacks rolls, and then I'm gonna do the damage.
Okay.
So the first one, back at a +6. That's a 10. Okay, that's a 10. That's a 10. Okay, all right. Fuck this guy.
We
Okay,
already
that's a
said
4.
we would not.
Matthias is just at this point just kind of like primally just screaming and stabbing this guy in the rib cage. So that's gonna be 10, so 16 plus. That's gonna be a 20 to hit. The first one.
Yes.
Okay, and then the second one. There it is. Okay. I don't think, because with a -2, I don't think, because I rolled a 4, I do not think an 8 hits.
No, that one I.
Okay.
So three hits. So roll the damage 3 times, and you can add 4 to the total of all the damages. But tell me each batch of damage, because it will affect with his armor.
Yeah. So what kind of weapon is this silver knife? Is it a light melee?
This would be a light melee.
Okay. So for the first one,
Probably gonna stab him to death. Being real.
So for the first one, that's 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Plus 4, so 10.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Because I can do this once per turn. I'm gonna twist the knife a little bit and use my my level 1 ability to add another 4 to that.
Okay.
And so that's gonna be 10 total. Second attack. That is a 5 and a 2, so 7. 7 plus 4, that's 11. And last attack. That is a 3, and that's a fucking 6, so that's 9. 9 plus 4, 13.
It's a silver-plated ass whooping.
Wow.
You move next to him. Spring-heeled boot. Lift you off the ground, and you slam on either side of him, taking this silver knife and holding him down. How would you like to kill Lord Pigman?
I just repeatedly kind of stab it. And like you all see now that Matthias's anger has come, like it's reached its full conclusion. And you all now hear Matthias is just primally, angrily screaming as if he is venting some kind of absolute hatred against this guy. And even, probably even more so than this creepy werewolf looking motherfucker inside of this creepy mansion. As Matthias just keeps going stabbing and stabbing and stabbing and stabbing all over. The last thing he's gonna do is he's gonna pull Pikmin's head up. He's gonna whisper and he's gonna get close to his ear and whisper, "This is for Silas," and he's just gonna slit his throat.
Drop him to the ground. Take a moment to breathe. All of you kind of look, and you can see now there is here near the center skylight. Overhead there is moon, red full moon, hunter's moon. It's quiet. See Pikmin's little chair with his little clockwork. Hear a tinny voice. This is expected to assume it's stopped now. Good work. Of course, my children will be happy. And I think that's where we're gonna wrap up.
Hey.
I hope that all of you had a delightful time playing Hunter's Moon, playing this playtest of Spliced as much as I did. This was so much fun. I'm so glad you all got to do some serious ass kicking, getting out a crit right away and doing all sorts of crazy damage. So,
Turns out the man with the gun is not fucking useless after all.
I want to say to all my players again how much I so appreciate you all. I thought you all did an awesome job. This was, like I said, a total blast. I want to thank everybody for watching, for being so active and for participating in this. Spliced is something that I've been working since the middle of February, like pretty seriously on, and I'm fucking thrilled with how it's coming along. I think it's really fun. I'm so thrilled that my players are enjoying it. I am. And every time we play, I get to take, their cool, fun stuff that they do and make the game better. I hope that all of you watching this before the end of the year get a chance to play Splice. Read the last line. Like, oh yes, that his children are going to be angry.
Let them come.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
I
need a new.
They're
fur coat
adults.
anyway.
They are adult children.
They are adults.
Also, they're werewolves, which is definitely in Amber's wheelhouse.
Yeah,
now.
I will fuck them kids.
Cancel.
Wait, oh shit.
The adult children.
Cancel.
The adult
Cancel.
children.
Werewolves.
The adult
Adult
children.
werewolves.
You know what I mean? Oh no.
We out here canceling Amber tonight. What up?
No.
Oh, I've finally
Leave
been
her-
canceled.
Leave Daddy alone.
All right, now this, like I said, this has been awesome. Let's go, and we'll go left to right this time. Go ahead, tell everybody where they can find you. I'm gonna try and put your links up if Nightbot will cooperate. But otherwise, tell people where they can find you, what you got working on. Wombat, please.
Well, hey, hi, hello. I have been Matthias Blackwood, but everybody knows me as your friend. There's your favorite neighborhood TTRPG Wombat. I am the dungeon master and the showrunner for the Tales Adventure Agents of Boo podcast. You can find us on our Twitter and our Instagram of @agents_of_boo, as well as you can find us on our TikTok of @DapperWombat. And you can go listen to Agents of Boo. Our season 1 is out, and we currently have season 2 in production and some other fun stuff that I won't reveal here just yet, coming out shortly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, thank you so much. I love Matthias. I was so thrilled with what you did with it.
Great.
This was
And I'm like, I'm gonna have to beef up my werewolf stats that I made for myself.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. You better come fucking ready next time.
Didn't expect a fucking headshot straight out the gate, but it's fine.
I ain't fucking either.
Um, Okay, and Lex, please tell us, tell people where they can find you.
Yeah. Hey, hello. Thanks so much for letting me play test. So pumped to be a part of this. Love the system. Can't wait to spread the good word of it. I am Lex. You can find me at LexBlade on all of the things. And in the TTRPG world, I am a part of a 5e podcast called Found Familiars. You can also find us on all the things at Found Familiars Podcast. We, I think, are up to 15 or so episodes now. And really excited. It's a great crew, great story. So if you want to add a new 5e podcast to your ear holes, just find us everywhere you can. But yeah, thanks so much for having me.
All right, and Artemis.
I'm Artemis. You can find me mostly on Twitter at EchoXWhisper. I'm pretty boring. However, I do make cool shit with my girlfriend. If you're watching this, you're probably into TTRPGs, which means you'll probably like what we do. We make battle maps with accompanying music tracks. We release a new one every week. We actually just released our 75th map and music pack this week, which is crazy. You can find our work mostly on Patreon. And we are also doing commission work now, so you can get a custom map and music map made. Oh, I'm sorry, my brain is tired. Get custom work made exactly for what you need, and that does also include limited commercial use, so you can use the stuff in your own streams. So yeah, roll for music on Patreon and Ko-Fi and most social medias.
Oh yeah.
A very dope map. Can confirm. And,
Thank you.
That it was very nice to have a doctor. I was also for Lex. I was so thrilled with what you did for Archivist. Before I just go on for the next 20 minutes, Ina, please tell the people.
Hello, I am Ina Coffin. I can be found mostly on Twitter, a little bit on Instagram, at Ina_Coffin, Koffen. I am a TTRPG artist, and I did some of the promo art for our characters over here, and I'm available for commissions. Other than that, I am the thick peanut butter and the jiggly jelly to Alakazam's white bread, and do a lot of things with him. I just came up with that. Heck yes.
Love that.
I'm hungry. So hungry for carbs. Yeah, you can find my art on Twitter, and sometimes I'm in streams when people ask me to be, so feel free.
And the lovely Ina Coffin is actually illustrating Spliced for me as well. It is something that we have actually talked about.
I guess the dogs are excited to hear that
very
too.
excited.
They are hype.
They are so hyped.
They're barking.
Okay.
They really are. They were so good this whole time.
Okay.
I will mute myself. Just talk about how wonderful I am, husband.
Yes.
That's your job.
But Ina's doing the incredible art. If you enjoy the system, it is something I am actually considering crowdfunding later in the year, so that we can have it fully illustrated, perhaps even something for release through. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But before I get ahead of myself, Amber.
Hi, everybody. I'm Amber, also known as the Space Jamber. Ooh, I woke you up, Ray. I'm sorry. I'm a TTRPG writer, editor, podcaster, and streamer. And you can find me anywhere there's internet at the Space Jamber. I'm mostly on break right now because I'm in Texas babysitting this one. And she's a full-time job. But things you can find me in tomorrow, I'm going to be all over oh my god, Live from the Apocalypse, because we are premiering our Urban Shadows game tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. And that is going to be a long campaign. That's going to be at least 6 months, every other Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then at 9 p.m. tomorrow Eastern, we are playing Monster Hearts 2. That is a season of Secrets and Shadows, where I am playing a unicorn. And it is Regency inspired Monster Hearts 2. So lots of good shit. And then be on the lookout. Sorry, I'm distracted by Ina just juggling potatoes.
Yeah.
This is my life.
And then be on the lookout for the premiere of Emergent Code, which is an Animon Story podcast that we just recorded the first episode over the weekend, and it's going to be a good one. So if you like Digimon and if you like podcasts, you'll love this. Thank you so much, Alec, for including me on this. You've got a great system on your hands, and I'm still in awe that you have put together something this quickly that's ready to be playtested.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We do nothing else but TTRPGs and pet dogs.
Yeah.
TTRPGs and dogs. That's it. That's life.
Same.
I also draw. That's about it.
I often have dogs in my lap while I'm working at TPG.
Oh.
But yes, I am Alexander, Pro DM, purveyor of all things homebrew. I have a ton of game slots open right now. So if you want to play in a game by me, I do D&D 5e, I do Lancer, Cyberpunk, Blades in the Dark, Pathfinder, Vampire the Masquerade, basically everything. I have, like I said, I have several time slots. So hit me up on Twitter. It is at Alec_Zam. I also have a Patreon and a Ko-fi. My biggest thing beyond working on Splice, which I hope to have in a couple months, like actually out there for the people. I have coming up next week. If you like pirates and you wish there was more pirate shit in 5e, I'm doing an expansion for my book Treasures of the Pirate Court. So Treasures of the Pirate Court Big Booty Edition is coming out next week.
Yeah.
There are updates to the Pirate King, all 13 pirate lords, additional pirates including Arya and Boris, which are characters that Jessica and I have created. There's a pirate ship that is alive, that has like a crew of mushroom people. There's a pirate ship that is a Tabashi that is actually like brainwashed by magic swords. There's a pirate lord that is, going to... I don't want to give away too much.
Just say, she got a big booty, so I call her Big Booty.
Yeah.
Is
Exactly.
sexy pirate art.
There is some sexy
We
pirate
do
art.
like
some
big,
lovely.
we do like big butts, and we cannot lie.
But
I
beyond
have drawn some pirate booties.
beyond a ton of information for DMs to use, to include, there's plot seeds, there's magic items, spells, subclasses, monster stat blocks, backgrounds, basically anything you can possibly think of is going to be in there. So check it out. Like I said, it's coming out next week. And I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. I hope that you stay magical. And for my sake, at least, keep on whizzing.